Hi everybody, welcome to interval training. My name is Brie and I am the instructor today. If you have not come to interval training before, it's going to be a combination of strength and cardio movements at different intervals. So today we're going to be working for 40 seconds, resting for 20 seconds. We're going to go through 3 movements and go through each circuit 2 times. If I've lost you, don't worry. If you guys have not yet, go ahead and grab a towel, mat, anything that you might have. If you don't have either of those things, that's totally okay. But if you do want something to put maybe your hands or your knees on, grab a pillow if that's available to you. Go ahead and grab some water, have that nearby. And if you guys have all that stuff, you are good to go. We're gonna get started with a little bit of a warm up before we jump into our first circuit. As always, I always remind my classes, make sure that you listen to your bodies and not always to me. So if you feel like you need a couple of extra seconds to just make sure that you have your breath under control, if you maybe need to take a round off, that is whatever you need to do. And I want you to make sure that you're paying attention to what your body is saying before the commands that I'm giving you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our warm up. Go ahead and bring those hands out to our sides and nice small arm circles. As we get warmed up, I want you to pay attention to your breath. So make sure while we do class today, you're not holding your breath through any of the movements. It's going to make it a lot more challenging. Make sure we're taking nice deep breaths. Open up our arms, a little bit of bigger circles like we're circling basketballs. Another thing that you want to be paying attention to during class is we're stabilizing our spine. So you're going to pull your belly button in to your spine, making sure we're keeping a nice engaged core the entire time so that we don't cause any injury, and big circles all the way to the front. And go ahead to the back, small circles. I know you guys see that clock right above my head. That is to make sure we are keeping up with the progress of class so that you know where we're at all times. But don't worry, as we get into our intervals, you don't need to pay attention to that time. I have my timer right in front of me so that I know we are staying on track with time. So don't feel like you have to watch that clock over my head to make sure you're stopping and starting your intervals. Bigger circles to the back here. And then all the way around, nice and big. Good. Next thing we're going to do to warm up are nice, easy butt kickers. We're just going to march in place, so we're not going to start our heart rate or get our heart rate up too quickly. So just nice wide stance here, kicking our butt one heel at a time. Just seeing how our legs are feeling, how our ankles and knees are feeling. Good. Give me 4 more here. Good, and we're gonna switch to some high marches now. So the exact same thing. We're not breaking into a run quite yet, getting our knees nice and high. This is a movement that we pay attention to our spine, so making sure we're keeping it nice and tight. Nice, good posture, proud chest the entire time. Good, give me 4 more here. And go ahead and spread those feet out nice and wide. Arms are gonna come out to that T that we've already seen. Opposite hand, opposite foot coming up, squeezing our glutes just a little bit in the back. Good, nice tall posture. Looking good, looking good. Good, we're gonna do 4 more, 2 per side. And up tall. Good, and while our feet are already at shoulder width or a little bit wider, we're gonna go into some nice, easy body weight squats. So just lowering down, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, back down, 3 seconds on the way down, and 3 seconds on the way up. Good, we're gonna do 2 more here. Back up, and last one, get nice and low, and back up. All right, we're gonna run through all those movements one more time. We're gonna pick up our intensity. So starting with those butt kickers, you are going to add a run if you're comfortable doing that. You're gonna do 20 butt kickers, 20 high knees, and then we're gonna do 3 body weight squats, and then we're jumping into it. All right, so we're gonna get moving in 3, 2, 1, jogging in place, or we have that option of that march. Once we hit 20, we're gonna switch to our high knees. Good, and then we also have the option of doing that march or picking them up. Good, and then go ahead and spread those feet out one more time. 3 nice and slow body weight squats. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good, pay attention to that core. Shoulders up nice and tall. Watch that breathing. And back up one more time. All right, we should be feeling pretty warm, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first circuit. We're gonna do 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest. We're actually gonna start with that squat that we just saw, so we have a couple of choices. We can stick with that body weight squat. We can squat and add a calf raise at the top, or if we're feeling good today, we can add in a little bit of a jump. Whatever your body feels good with, that's gonna be move number one. Move number two is gonna be 2 side shuffles with the jump. So if you have enough room, you can cross your room. If you only have a little bit of room, I'll show you what we can do. But we're gonna shuffle twice. When we get here, add in a little bit of a jump, shuffle, and jump. If you're like Brie, I don't have a lot of room where I'm at, totally fine. We're gonna get into a nice baby squat here, and we're gonna move side to side for our entire round. That's move number two. And then move number three, we're gonna be doing a jump with a backwards run. So we're gonna be facing one side, jumping to the front, running back to the spot that we started, and then repeating that movement. If jumping is not feeling good for our ankles and our knees today, we're gonna stay in that squat. Big step forward, jog back, big step, jog back. Those are gonna be our 3 movements. We're gonna go through this circuit twice. We're starting with that body weight squat in 3, 2, 1, and move. So getting nice and low into that squat. We had that option of a calf raise or a jump. Good, getting nice and low into those squats. Biggest thing, because we have 3 options with this movement, we can choose a different movement if we want, as long as we don't stop for the entire round. We've got 15 seconds left. Good, get up nice and tall. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, you've got 20 seconds. Catch your breath and get some water. We're moving to those side shuffles next. All right, wherever you're starting, feet are gonna be shoulder width apart. A little bit of a bend in our knees. In 3, 2, 1, we move. 2 shuffles, add in a jump. If the jump doesn't feel good, we're just gonna shuffle there and back. Good, there you go. Keep those feet moving. Good, looking good, looking good. Halfway through this round. Good, 10 seconds left, stay strong. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake those legs out, grab water, moving to that broad jump next. All right, don't forget, either a jump or a big step with the backwards run back to your starting spot. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, make sure we land nice and soft. Bent knees as we land. We don't want to have straight legs. Over halfway through with this round. Three, 2, and 1. All right, you have 40 seconds of rest, so a little bit of a longer break here. Grab some water. We're doing that same circuit one more time. So the second time we go through this circuit, you've already seen these movements one time, so you know how they feel, you know how your body feels, so make adjustments. Excuse me, if they were too easy, make them harder. If they were too hard, make them a little bit easier. Woo, it's a good circuit, my heart rate's up. All right, 3, 2, 1, back to that body weight squat. Getting nice and low here. Good, nice proud chest. Make sure we have the weight in our heels the entire time. Stand up nice and tall, nice and proud. Ten seconds left. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake them out. All right, you guys already know it's coming, but second move, we have those 2 shuffles, or we also have that option of just doing quick foot steps in our spot, whichever one you would like to take. We're getting moving in 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice bent knees. We can be moving here or 2 shuffles, whichever one you would like to try, or we can alternate between the 2. So I did 1. If you want to try the other one, chest up nice and tall. We're not going to slouch over. Nice and proud chest here. Beautiful. Halfway through our round. Good, I know our legs are feeling a little juicy. That's what I call it when they start to get sore. But we can get through this round. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake them out. All right, next one, we're going to that broad jump. If you can, see how far you can make it up your mat if you have one. So maybe you made it to halfway last round. Maybe you want to get a little bit further, maybe like half a step forward. Whatever is challenging for you, that is what we're doing for our next round. In 3, 2, 1, and we go. Big jump, jog back to the start. Good, nice soft landing, bending our knees. Good, don't forget we can alternate with that big step forward and jog. Big step forward and jog back. We have 10 seconds left here. Finish strong. And 3, 2, 1, and shake those legs out. You got 40 seconds. I'm going to explain circuit number 2. Our first one, we're going to our mat. So we're going to be in a mountain climber position. So from a high plank, hands are going to be under our shoulders. We can choose to march it out or pick up our pace if we want. That's number 1. We have 2 choices. Our second one is just going to be a sit-up. So again, we have 3 options here. We can do a crunch, bringing our shoulders off the ground. We can do a full sit-up, if that feels good for us today, so all the way up. Or if you guys are feeling super good today, lay all the way down, feet come up, and we can stand from that sit-up position. I don't know if I'm feeling that good today, but that's a choice that you have. And then our last one is going to be plank jacks. So going back to that high plank position, we can be either on our hands and knees or hands and toes. And I'm gonna step 1 foot out to the side, 1 foot out to the side, or 1 foot, or both feet at the same time. Biggest thing here, we're not gonna have any butts up in the air, so nice flat backs for our entire movement. Start with our mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1, and go. So nice flat backs here, looking about 6 inches in front of us. Bringing those knees up to our chest. Good, so we can take these nice and slow, or we can pick up our pace. We're halfway through our round. We have 10 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake those wrists out, shake those shoulders out, and then when you're ready, go ahead and lie flat on your back for those sit-ups. Pulling that core into our belly button, keeping our low back on the floor. We're moving in 3, 2, 1, and go. Crunch, sit up, or sit up with a stand. If you guys would like, you can put your hands across your chest so you're not swinging them to get you up. Put them behind your head, whichever is more comfortable for you. We got 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, we're going back to a high plank with those plank jacks. So again, whatever feels good, take a second, roll out your wrists. Sometimes our wrists can cramp if we're in that position for too long. Go ahead and put them underneath your shoulders. Get ready. We're moving in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we can be hands, toes, and knees with the step out. As long as our hips don't wiggle to the side, we're in good shape here. So we can be here, we can be here. Good, we're halfway through our round. Good, don't forget if we start to get a little fatigued, we can go back to a different version. So I'm getting a little fatigued, so I'm gonna go back to this one, just so I don't stop my movement. In 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go ahead and take these 40 seconds. We have a longer break in between each of our circuits. Grab some water. How you feeling? You feeling good? You're looking great. All right, we've got about 20 more seconds until we get started from the top back to our mountain climbers. So same thing as our first circuit. What felt good? What felt easy? What felt a little bit too challenging? And then how are we going to adjust for our next round? In 3, 2, 1, let's climb that mountain. Nice flat backs through this movement. Pay attention to that belly button. Are we letting it hang, or are we pulling it into our spine? You got 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, go ahead and roll over to your back. Feet flat on the floor. Don't forget what felt good. What can we maybe increase our intensity on? We're moving in 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. So we have a sit-up option or that crunch option. Keep your chin pointed to the ceiling. Creates less strain on our neck. Good. Make sure you keep breathing through this movement. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and roll over. Get ready for those plank jacks. This is our last exercise in this circuit, and then we have one more that we're gonna move through. Get ready in 3, 2, 1, and go. Step it out, one side at a time, or both feet from that hands and toes position. Free from my own deception, headed the right direction. Check in with those hips, make sure they're not wiggling all over the place. I thought I'd find a shelter in you, our perfect sky. 10 seconds. Doors open, doors close in my heart again. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, you've got another 40 seconds. Just make sure you keep your eyes and ears on me. I'm gonna show you our last circuit of the day. Oh, and this one's easy for me to remember. All right, so we're gonna start feet together. My right leg is gonna step out to the side. I'm gonna do a right leg side lunge, and then my feet come back together at the top, okay? We're just gonna do our right leg for this round. If you have a hard time stepping out and finding your balance, you can keep your legs nice and wide and just go down to your right side. That's gonna be our first one. Our second round, we're gonna be doing toe taps. So if you guys have like a textbook, a step, a stool, anything like that, you can rise your feet up a little bit and do toe taps on that. But if you're on flat ground just like me, you have the option of stepping it out. Or if you wanna pick up the pace, we switch our feet as quick as we can. And then our last one, you already know it's coming, but we're gonna do our left side lunge, okay? So we did our right leg in round 1. We're gonna do our left leg in round 2. So one side's gonna get a lot of love, then we're gonna give it to the other side. We're moving in 5 seconds. Starting with that right leg. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, get nice and low. You're sending your hips to the back of the room. Okay, so your knee might cross your toes just a little bit, but we're getting nice and wide, as low as we can. Don't forget, if we're having a hard time catching our balance, we can just be here, feet nice and wide. Beautiful. Pay attention to your shoulders. Make sure that you're not bringing your chest to your knee, right? We don't want to be here. We're staying nice and tall the entire time. In 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake it out. We're gonna go to those toe taps on the floor, or again, if you have a step, textbook, anything you want to use to bring your feet up, that's up to you. This one is gonna be as quick as we can, moving our feet as quick as we can. We're moving in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, so we're just switching our feet. Once we feel that toe tap, bring the other one as quick as we can. We can be here as well. If our ankles and knees are saying to stop jumping, we have this choice. Good, you're looking great. We're already over halfway with this round. Good, keep those feet moving. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, you know what's coming. We're going to that left side. If you felt more comfortable doing the step or more comfortable with your feet nice and wide, go ahead and get into that position. Grab a quick sip of water. You got about 8 seconds. All right, and we're moving in 3, 2, 1, and we're going. Getting nice and low into that lunge. Good, good, good. I know you're like, my right leg, it's so heavy, Brie. It's all right, we're getting our left leg now. Ten seconds left. Stay strong for this last 10. 3, 2, 1, and shake them out. All right, you got 40 seconds. We're gonna do this circuit one more time around, and believe it or not, that's our very last circuit of the day before we cool down. We're almost there. We're almost done. You're doing great. All right, get ready. We're moving in 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice and deep into that right side lunge. Beautiful. This is the last circuit that we're doing, so make sure there's any energy that you were storing for the end. This is the end. Ten seconds left. How many can we squeak out in 10 seconds? All right, shake that right leg out. Get ready to go for those toe taps. Last time you're gonna see them today. All right, get ready to move in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get those feet moving. Come on. Last time we're doing this, last little burst of cardio. Good, keep those feet moving. If we need to slow our heart rate down just a little bit, if we're feeling a little like overheated or anything, we can step it out. Last 20 seconds here. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake those legs out, get ready. Last movement that we're doing on this left side. Whew. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling good. Let's finish strong here. All right, we're moving in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big step out to the side. Get nice and low. Good, pay attention to that chest. The last round is not where we want to get sloppy. I know we're tired. Last 20 seconds here. Last 10, come on. Give me at least 2 more in these last 10 seconds. More if you got it. 3, 2, 1, and shake those legs out. All right, ladies and gents, that was our last circuit. Don't leave yet. We're gonna do a cool down. You don't wanna leave when your heart rate is super high. So go ahead and spread those feet out just a little bit. Nice soft bend in our knees. Big inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and bring those fingers up over your head, keeping our backs nice and straight here. Good, getting a stretch in those shoulders. Go ahead and bring those hands out in front of you, still locked together. Round your shoulders just a little bit. Give them some extra stretch. All right, go ahead and cross your right arm across your body. Now, when we do our tricep stretch here across our body, we want to make sure that our shoulder stays nice and low. We don't want to have it up here like we're making a phone call. Okay, this is how we get a proper stretch in our shoulder and our tricep. We're taking nice big inhales and exhales while we cool down, bringing that heart rate back down. We just worked really hard, giving our muscles some tender love and care here. And switch sides. Shoulder nice and low. All right, and when you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and put one foot in front of the other, toes up to the ceiling. I'm gonna take both my hands, reach down for my knee, my calf, or my toes, whichever one is most accessible to me today. And switch sides, toes up to the ceiling. Good, you should feel this in the back of your leg, and that hamstring muscle, maybe a little bit in your calf. All right, next one we're gonna do is our quad stretch. So same thing, we're gonna go ahead and take one foot, we're gonna pull it into our glute, keeping our knee pointing towards the ground. If you're having a hard time keeping your balance, you can put your hand on your stomach. It might help you find your center of gravity, or if you have a chair, table, couch, desk, anything like that to hold on to, that's perfectly fine as well. You should feel this in the top of your leg. We did a lot of squats and lunges today, so making sure we're stretching that out. Go ahead and switch sides. And let it go. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us for interval training today. I don't know about you, but I am sweating. So make sure you get lots of water, make sure you eat something after this class, and make sure you tune in for the rest of our virtual classes that we are offering all through our virtual live stream. Yeah, and feel free to watch us back when it gets on YouTube and all that good stuff. And if you guys have a second, in our description box, we have a survey link. So if there's any feedback you want to provide for class that we can make sure we keep improving these classes for you in the future, please take a second to fill that out. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.